Hey guys, I welcome everyone for this week live PMP Q&A session with me. So I'm back here again to discuss with you all new 5 sets of questions. So let's get started. Not with a question. Before that, please let me know in the chat whether you can able to see me and hear me out, and also let me say hi to some of my students and some of the people who are not my students as well. Hi Vishesh, good to see you. Hi Jagru, good to have you. Jagru, please let me know whether you can able to see me and hear me properly. I need your support here. Thank you, Benji. Thanks for your feedback. And welcome to my session. Hi Akansha, good to have you. Thanks Jagru for your feedback. And thank you Vishesh for your feedback. So, I have a news from Abhilash. Hi Gautam, happy to share I cleared my PMP exam yesterday. Congratulations Abhilash, it's a tremendous achievement and this will be definitely indeed a great milestone on your career. Thank you for your live session, and a game changer is time management 80-80-70. Good to hear that our videos helped you in cracking this PMP exam. So don't stop here, keep moving forward. Congrats again. Jagrob, I think it is too much appreciation. You are looking like a rock star and sounding great. Thank you so much. Anyway, hi Madan, good to have you. Hi Gaurav, good to see you as well. Hi Neha, again, thank you so much. Looking good. So if I'm looking good, the credits to my wife. I was wearing a boring t-shirt today, so she was the one who told me that come on, take the shirt and wear the shirt and go. Hi Patrick. Hi Shiva. Hi Ajit. Nice shirt. Yes, as I told you, Ajit, credit is to my wife. Okay. Okay, guys, let's give a minute time. So in between, if you guys have any question, please don't hesitate to write me on the comments. Let me try to answer your question. After a minute time, let's get started with our session. Yeah, because I expect some more people. Hi, Aaron. Good to have you, sir. Hi, Kalyan. Good to have you as well. And thank you, Sim Sim. Looking bright, good vibes. Thank you. Okay. By the way, guys, if you have any question, please write it on the comments on the chat box. Definitely, I will take some of the questions at least. Yeah. Hi, Val. Good to see you. Okay, guys. So then let's get started. It's almost 4 minutes. Let's get started with our session. And I see some of the new names as well. I believe there are some new participants as well. So let me get started by giving a short introduction about the session, just an overview. Okay. So in this particular session, what we're going to do is we are going to discuss 5 PMP question. Yeah. How I'm going to discuss that is, first I will be showing a question to you, and then I'll be giving close to some 60 seconds or 80 seconds for you to answer that question. So once you pick an option from that question, what you guys have to do is you have to come to the chat option and you have to put your option there, because I am interested to see which option you guys are picking. So after that, I will be approaching that particular question by using some techniques, and then I will be revealing the right choice. The same process continues for the five questions. Yeah, we're going to discuss some 5 questions, and let's get started with our first question. So Kevin says, hello everyone, my exam is on 4/11/2022. Kevin, all the very best for your exam. I hope you have done enough preparation, enough practice, and I'm looking forward next week to hear good news from you. Yeah, all the best from my side. Okay, guys, let's get started then. Okay. Okay. This is your first question of today's session, and keep in mind you have to pick two options. Yeah. And unfortunately, due to the resolution, I cannot show you the timer. Yeah. So approximately I'll be giving 60, 70, or 80 seconds to you guys to answer the question. Okay. Your time starts now. Good. Let me see the comments. So Ajit picked B and E. Amit, you're saying can't. You couldn't able to see, but the thing is, like, I believe the problem is at your side because people are seeing and then they are answering. When you're watching in mobile, please transfer yourself to laptop. So everybody picking B and E. Akansha, you have to pick two options, B and E. Okay, good. So B and E being the unanimous pick. Okay, let me try this particular question. So normally before I approach a question, I used to start with the three rules which you guys have to adhere to while you're answering a scenario based question. Sorry for being repetitive because this is so important. That's why I'm repeating. Yeah. Rule number one, you have to spend quality time in reading the question and you have to clearly understand the scenario, what was framed in the question. That is rule number one. Rule number two, you have to understand what was asked in the question. So what do I mean by that is they may ask, what is the next step, or how will you prevent this in the future? So that piece you have to understand. Trust me, when you're doing this rule one and rule two in a quality manner, you have a 50 to 60 percentage chance that you will always ended up picking the right choice. Yeah. Rule three, it's our famous elimination technique. This is something we have to apply in the options. Elimination technique, it's not about picking the right choice, it's about eliminating the wrong options. That will automatically take you to the right one. Okay, guys? Good. So moving forward for all the five questions I'm going to approach, I'll be applying all these three rules. Okay? Let's get started. Okay, let me try this question. The project steering committee members are heavily dissatisfied with your agile team's innovation approach that have used in the previous release. The product which was launched as a part of the last release was getting poor feedback from the end user and it leads to loss for the company. Which of the following option should the project manager take to rectify the team approach? I have to pick two options. Okay, let's apply rule 1 and rule 2. Let me try to frame it up what I understood from the question. So, the project steering committee members are heavily dissatisfied with the agile team innovative approach they have used in the previous release. The cause for that dissatisfaction is the product release which we made last time. It was that product in the market, they were getting poor feedback from the end user and company is under loss because of this. So as a project manager, what how I will rectify this problem? Yeah. See guys, I have really spent quality time in reading the question. I have clearly understood the scenario what was asked in the question. Yeah. And I have clearly understood what was asked also. Let's apply elimination technique. Option A, increase the size of the user stories so that the team can do quality work which satisfy the needs of the end user. See, whenever you are reading an option, you have to ask yourself, okay, with this option, I am really addressing the problem what I have in the question. What is the problem we have in the question? My product is already in the market and that is getting poor feedback from the end user. If I increase the size of the user story, am I really addressing the problem? No. A, not a good choice. Let's read B. Analyze the end user preference and rank the items in the product backlog as per the analysis. Looks like an excellent choice. This is directly addressing the problem, what I have in the question. What is the problem I have? My end user are not liking the product. What I'm doing in option B, I'm analyzing the end user preference. Based on that, I'm ranking the product backlog so that team will implement that. B is addressing the problem what I have in the question. For me, B looks like an excellent choice. Yeah. Let's read C. Coach the team on doing better marketing. Nowhere in the question it is stated the end user is giving poor feedback due to the bad marketing, right? Nowhere it is stated. C is not a good choice. Let's read D. Involve the marketing director in the product backlog grooming session. Looks like a good choice. Marketing director, that guy knows the that guy knows the pulse of the end user. We can involve them in the product backlog grooming session. Looks like a good choice for me. Let me keep it. A and C is not a good choice for me, but B and D looks like a good choice. Yeah. Let's read E. Tied the value criteria in the definition of ready before starting the work by working with the product owner. Excellent choice. What is definition of ready, guys? Simple checklist, which will have list of points. Only when all the points are tick, we can start the work. So what are we doing in value? In option E. In that checklist, one of the point, maybe we can write it like whether the product backlog is prioritized based on the value. Yeah, we are tightening the value criteria so that team before starts the work, we are making sure that the backlog is prioritized based on the value to the end user. I'm comparing D and E. For me, E looks like a better choice. I'm eliminating D. My pick would be B and E. That is a right choice. Congrats for all the guys who picked B and E. I'm so happy to see all my students are picking B and E. So I'm happy. Yeah. And here we go. The funny girl. Neha, you should not pick B and D or E. No, in the exam, you won't get this choice. Okay. Good. Okay, let's move on. Let me put some pressure on you guys. I want everyone to pick right choice for this question. Yeah. Good. Let's get started. Just 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Okay. Let me read the chat. Before that, I have a news from Sriram. I have passed PMP few months before with phenomenal guidance from EduHubSpot. I know you very well, Sriram. And even now, I always follow your session. Okay. Thank you for inspiring people and spreading the learning means a lot. Come on, Sriram. I'm glad that you are inside the session, but you should stop following my session. You should focus on the rest of the work. Yeah. Maybe the next course, you have to take it up. I think you have already taken ACP. Just focus on that. Move on. But glad to have you. I'm just joking. Okay. Let me read the comments. everyone unanimously picked option C. So, Patrick, I have exam tomorrow. All the very best, Patrick, for your exam. And I hope you have done a very good preparation and you will pass. I'm looking forward to hear good news in the next YouTube session. Okay, C is being the unanimous pick. Good. Let me try this. An organization wishes to create smartphone application for its users. Competitor of the company are racing to come up with similar application. As per the product owner vision, there is a requirement for several version of the app, such as basic, pro, and premium. Considering the product launch should happen faster to increase the market share. Which of the following approach is best suited in this case? Okay, simple guys. The first statements are garbage statement. The actual statement is something what I'm highlighting. So product owner has clearly defined the vision, means product owner has divided the product into basic features, pro and premium features. And product owner wants to launch these products you know, faster, means basic first, pro first and premium next. Yeah. So which approach? Simple. Predictive? No. Predictive product release will happen only at the end of the project life cycle. No. Hybrid? No. Nowhere in the question it is stated part of the requirements are fixed, part of the requirements are keep on changing. No hybrid. Incremental? Of course. So what is the keyword for incremental? Fastness. When we want to make a faster delivery, we have to always go for incremental. Iterative? Definitely not. Iterative is perfection. Until we build a perfect product which meets the needs of the customer, we will keep on repeating iterations. No. So C is my pick. And C is the right choice as well. Good job, guys. Okay, good. Let's move on. This is your next question. And you have 60 seconds for this. Let me again put pressure on you guys. I want you to pick right choice for this question. Your time starts now. Okay. Oh, people have already started picking option. A is being the unanimous pick. Good. And some people are picking B as well. That's okay. Let me give you an explanation. Yeah, don't worry. And some are picking D as well. Okay, let me try this. In one of the project status meeting, you observed one of the project team members arguing with the project manager about a new requirement that was given by the customer. The project manager wants to implement the requirement, whereas the team member was against implementing this. Which document will help to resolve the issue? Okay. So in one of the project status meeting, a new requirement is coming and project manager wants to implement the requirement. The new team member don't want to implement the requirement. What is happening here? Conflict. Which document will help to resolve the issue? Let's read option A, team charter. Bang on. What we will have in the team charter will have a ground rules which the team has to adhere to, right? It will have conflict resolution guidelines, means when there is a conflict happening between team members, what is the process they have to follow. When they just refer the team charter, this conflict will be solved. We can take a decision whether to implement the change or not to implement the change by following the conflict resolution process which is mentioned inside the team charter. Looks like a very good choice. Let's read B. Change management plan. No. Change management plan will have the change control process which team has to follow, or how to handle the changes. That information will be there. Nowhere in the question it is stated, team members are confused with what is the process that they have to follow. Here we have a conflict. Yeah, team charter will help us to solve the conflict. B is gone. Scope management plan will talk about scope. No. Requirement management plan will talk about requirement. No. My pick would be A, based on the explanation I have provided. Team charter. Good. Okay, guys. I'm glad that most of the people picked option A, but some people have picked B and D as well. That's okay. Please make sure after my explanation you guys got this. Yeah. Let's move on. Guys, like, smash the like button. In last class, in the last session, after I completed my session, I was so happy. Everybody was smashing the like button. I was absolutely happy. So I want you guys to do the same. Yeah, smash the like button, guys. Let's move on. Good. Good. This will be your next question. Your time starts now. Okay. Let me read the comments. A is being the unanimous pick. Okay. Okay, good. Let me try this question. A company is losing its a company is losing its market share against the competitors. To recommend ways to recover market share, a cross-functional agile team has been constituted. What should be an agile team proposal? Okay, simple. A company is losing its market share against the competitors, and what should agile team should propose? To gain this market share. That was asked in the question. Let's read option. Option A: understand and focus on the value consumers seek and value the competitors offer. Excellent choice. C: value the consumer seek. So what we are doing, we are trying to understand what are all the features end users like, and also we are losing against the competitor, right? We are analyzing what feature the competitors are offering. So when we are analyzing these two, we can get the standout features which will help us to gain the market share, and then we can implement that. Looks like a good choice. Yeah, this is directly addressing the problem what I have in the question. Let's read B. Come out with an understanding as how competitor business model can reach more consumers at a lower cost. Okay, ask yourself, guys, anywhere in the question it is stated competitor is giving for a cheap price? No. And why we want to understand their business models? Not a good choice. I'm comparing A and B. For me, A looks like a better choice, so I'm eliminating B. Let's read C. Enable profitable delivery of high quality, unique and innovatable products. No, here we are losing market share against the competitors. So I'm comparing A and C. I don't want to come up with the innovative features. I just want to understand what my end user like and what my competitors offer. C is gone. Still A is better for me. Now it's between A and D. Come up with a deeper understanding about why consumers are disappointed by the company's product. Okay, looks like a good choice. Yeah, but I'm comparing A and D. In A you are doing both, means you are understanding what is value for the consumers. Since you are losing the market share against the competitor, you're understanding what is the feature that competitor is offering. Yeah. D is a good choice, but A is the best one. So I'm eliminating D. My pick would be A here, as everyone picked. Good. Let's move on, guys. So, Shiva, you said it looks like these questions were already discussed in the earlier live session. Yes, you may face some questions, not exactly the same, maybe a similar one. And it's okay to practice the same question, right? You can test your knowledge again. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's move on. This is your last question of today's class. And I am going to start the timer. Your time starts now. Good. So A is being the unanimous pick. Okay. So before I take this question, let me answer Patrick query. Patrick, in question number 3, nowhere in the question it is asked how to implement. Means team is having a confusion on how to implement the change. In that case, change management plan would be the right choice. But what is the conflict there? The conflict is whether to implement the change or not. That is the conflict between project manager and the team member. So in that case, team charter would be the right one to solve that conflict. Yeah, I hope I answered your question, Patrick. Good. Let me try this. On a hybrid project, one of the key stakeholders show resistance to the project. The project manager begin to suspect that the automation involved in the delivered product might have made the stakeholder role obsolete. As a project manager, how would you handle the situation? Okay. Uh, Me as a project manager, I have seen that a stakeholder become resistant, and the cause is this. I'm assuming that, so I'm suspecting that I'm doing some automation in my product. So because of that automation, a stakeholder is believing that person role become obsolete. Yeah. How I will handle the situation? Let's read options. Option A: discuss with the stakeholder and understand their concerns. Looks like a very good choice. So this stakeholder is resistant, so we can directly have a discussion with that stakeholder and we can try to understand why that person is resistant. Yeah. A is a good choice for me. Directly express empathy to the stakeholder to gain cooperation. Now, we don't want to be emotionally intelligent here. So, this guy is a stakeholder, it's not our team member. Yeah. So, the only thing is we have to have a discussion with that stakeholder, try to understand that person point of view. B is gone. For me, A still looks like a better choice. Let's read C. Let the stakeholder know that their cooperations and patience are well appreciated. No, not a good choice. It's gone because it's like you're giving the lecture to the stakeholder. When a stakeholder is resistant, you have to understand why that person is resistant and you have to come up with an engagement strategy to make that guy supportive. C is definitely not a good choice. Request the sponsor to change the stakeholder, creating resistance to avoid project delay. This is like a kind of an extreme step, and you are shying away from your responsibilities. Any stakeholder can become resistant to your project. It's your responsibility to make them supportive. Yeah. Just because that person is resistant, you cannot ask your sponsor to remove. No. D is gone. My pick would be A, which everyone picked. Good job, guys. So this means we are closing our today's session. We are soon going to close our today's session. I hope you guys enjoyed today's session as well, as usual, and thanks for your participation. The people who have not smashed the like button, please smash it and leave. And thank you so much. And also, I want to make an important announcement before I say bye to everyone. And you know what, guys, my next live PMP bootcamp is going to start from November 12th. Yeah. So normally we used to close our bootcamp seats 3 to 4 days before the start date of the bootcamp. But this time my boot camp, it's going to fill very soon. Still 2 or 3 seats left. We still have 2 more weeks. Yeah. And I probably believe that it will be closed by this week. Worst case, next week, Monday or Tuesday, because I won't accept more crowd, because my session will be always interactive. Yeah. So if you guys have a target of completing your PMP within this year, means when you want to start your new year with a bang, so I would highly recommend to hit my live session. Yeah. So if you really want to know how EduHubSpot coaches their students, and how my live session would be, so don't hesitate to write me an email. You are seeing my email ID on the chat, on the screen, not on the chat. It's gautham.sudakar@eduhubspot.com. Write an email. It's okay if you, it's not like only when you want to participate in my bootcamp you should write an email. If you guys are even not my students, if you have any generic doubts, please be very open to write an email. Yeah. So good. So before closing the session, let me say bye to people who wished me on the chat, and then let me close it. Ahmad, you're welcome for your wishes. I hope you enjoyed the session. Arijit, thank you for the symbol. I hope you enjoyed it. So Ajit, thank you. High five. And Ashwin, glad to know that these questions are really helping you. You're welcome, Ramesh, and keep studying, buddy. You're welcome, Venkatesh. Hi, Mary. Good to see you, and I hope you enjoyed the session. And Amit, you're welcome. Thanks for your wishes. You're welcome, Madan. You're welcome, Aaron. Glad to know you have enjoyed the session. And thank you, B. Alia. Glad you understood my clarification, Patrick, and all the very best for your exam. You're welcome, Abhilash. Glad you enjoyed it. So here we go. I have a news from Krishna. Krishna already messaged me personally. I think he commented on the chat. Hello, Gautam. I have passed PMP exam on 28th October with 3 above target. These sessions really helped me a lot. Thank you. You're welcome, Krishna. Glad to know my sessions helped you, and keep moving forward. Yeah. So I have a message from Jomin. Hi Gautam, thank you for the informative session. Since it is my first time on the live class, may I know when the next live would be? Okay. So Jomin, I conduct this live session every Tuesday, 12 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, US. Yeah. So the same time which this session is conducted. This is a kind of a jour fix. Every week it will happen. Yeah. You're welcome, Jagru. I hope you enjoyed it. Satish, thank you, Gautam. I scored happy in a hurry. I logged in with my husband's account by Anjana. Okay, that's okay, Anjana. And you're welcome, Arijit. And you're welcome, Neha. I'm looking forward to your mock test results. You're welcome, Jitin. You're welcome, Anthony. So Ajit, you scored 5 out of 5. So I'm not surprised. You are. I am. I expect you to score 5 out of 5. To be honest, I'm not surprised. So glad, Mamata, my session is being an inspiration to you. Thank you so much for your participation. You're welcome, Tajuddin. I hope your preparations are going well. You're welcome, Patrick. Again, all the best for your exam. Kalyan asks, is it possible to increase the number of questions? Of course, it is possible, Kalyan. Let me be very honest with you. Initially, we were doing 10 questions, but nowadays I got damn busy. I'm not finding time to make, 10 questions. But your feedback is taken. Let me give a try for sure. Yeah. So Pankaj says, my first live session, I have enrolled in the boot camp. In the third chapter now, we'll be taking the test tomorrow. Good vibes. Thank you, Pankaj. I'm looking forward to your test results. Hi Gautam, is this a live session? Is on the fixed of the day? This is yes, yes, Vishwanathan. This live session is fixed every Tuesday, same time. You are welcome, Gaurav and Jomin. You're welcome. The explanation are always knowledgeable. Thank you, Shakti. Glad you liked it. So Sumesh says, thanks for the live session. Just looking for one clarification before it. Do we need to finish any lessons mandatory? Sumesh, you can ask this question via email. But since you have asked here, let me answer. So it is not anything mandatory. Uh, in my live session, come with a fresh mind. So you're going to love it. Have a nice week. Thank you, Ajit, and don't pressure me. No, I'm not pressuring you, but yeah, but I'm being very honest with you. So you expected to score 5 out of 5 in my session. Okay. Okay, guys. So I wished everyone who wished me on the chat. Thank you so much for your participation. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you next week, Tuesday. Until then, bye.